try to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good.
Since Ryan Garcia was unable to acquire Isaac Cruz, he chose the fighter who had already defeated Isaac Cruz, which is obviously a far simpler choice for him. Isaac Pitbull Cruz was set to fight Ryan Garcia on February 1st, thus he declined to fight him in May. The fight was later offered to Rolando Rai.
It was a good performance. Yeah, he won.
Yeah.
He stopped Jordan. Yeah, it was a great performance. It was a good performance.
Yes, he did win. Yes, he did stop Jordan. He was a fantastic performer, and his performance was good. When Isaac's Pitbull's Cruz declined to accept the May 2nd bout against Ryan Garcia because of his previously booked fight the following month, Rolando "Rolly" Romero was offered the opportunity. At Times Square in New York City, Rayleigh has the opportunity to upset the ring rusty Garcia on Turki Al-Shak's card. Fans wanted to see Ryan in a Pitbull battle because they thought it would have been far more exciting than watching Rai get the matchup. Cruz didn't want to negotiate another fight until after his fight against Angel Fierro on February 1st.
Try to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel,
Uncertainty surrounds whether additional boxers were available to fill in. There are many competitors in the 140-pound class who are more skilled than Raleigh, and it would have been fantastic for the fans to see someone else. Given that Ryan was just knocked out by Pitbull Cruz in the 8th round on March 30th of last year, Rolly Romero is undoubtedly not a fantastic opponent for Ryan. Romero is clearly a cheap basement fighter with little skill who has no business competing against the legendary Ryan Garcia in the main event of the Turki Al-Shak's program on May 2nd. Romero recovered from that defeat to defeat Manuel James on the undercard of Edgar vs. Canelo Alvarez on September 14th via unanimous decision after 10 rounds.
About right now is Ryan Garcia. And then the winner between that and me and Ryan gets Gervonta Davis. We're going to do this all on pay-per-view, on Showtime pay-per-view. We're going to do this shit, all right? Like I said, at the end of it, I got the belt.
Raleigh faced a harmless opponent, but he didn't do well in that fight either. In a DAZN PPV main event, Ryan Garcia's choice of Raleigh as his opponent is a very bad one. Of course, it's a tune-up for Cry, so you can give him a break there, but it's unfair to the fans to have a fighter with a 2-2 record in his last 3 fights as the B-side. Since his victory over Ismael Barroso was so contentious due to referee Tony Weeks intervening and stopping the fight in the 9th round of their May 13, 2023 bout, Rai's true record should be 1-3 in his last 4 fights.
I want to tell everybody, just thank you for coming out, and honestly...
Weeks brushed off Rai's 4 fists, all of which had gone horribly wrong. Unharmed, Barroso stood and gazed at Weeks. "What are you doing?" The interruption stunned fans, and for months afterward, there was criticism. Raleigh was behind and on the verge of losing the battle at the time. Rai Romero is not the only competitor in the 140 and 147 PB Top 15 rankings that deserve to face Ryan Garcia on May 10th.
You thought you would, so what went wrong during this fight? It's okay.
It seems that they were in a rush to locate a body to act as the adversary, and Romero was the ideal candidate. It would have been preferable to have Raleigh as the co-feature and Jose Ramirez as Ryan Garcia's opponent in the main event because this will be a pay-per-view event. Romero is out of place even there, but Haney is fresh off a 3-knockdown loss and requires a gentle touch like Raleigh to avoid getting knocked down.
I saw that Ryan Garcia posted yesterday if he was kind of questioning your decision of choosing to fight Cruz when he said you could have made more with him. Tell me a little bit about how...
Raleigh is the ideal candidate, though, if the goal is to prevent Ryan from losing before his rematch with Haney in October. He will probably be knocked out in 6 rounds and poses no danger to defeat Ryan. According to Dan Rafael, the Garcia, there's Romero. Although it's a little strange to have such a major event on a Friday, the Devin Haney vs. Jose Ramirez and Martin B. vs. Fayez Agba cards are scheduled for Friday, May 2nd, in Times Square in New York City. This is a great card, so fans won't mind. Following Ryan Garcia's stunning knockout of Oscar Duarte in Houston, Texas, at a catch weight of 143 pounds, rumors of a potential bout between Garcia and Rolly Romero started to circulate.
On to that.
I'm with Al Heyman. Ryan Garcia's biggest fight was with Al Heyman. The most money he ever made was with Al Heyman. And then he goes back and fights for crumbs on a shitty TV network. Like...
King Rai quickly attempted to make his next battle a reality, calling out and insulting Rolando Rai Romero, the junior welterweight world champion of the World Boxing Association. "I'm determined to win the world championship. After Garcia knocked out Duarte in the 8th round, he told DAZN Chris Manx, "If Ares wants that, bring it on. Let's get started, Rye. I know you talk a lot. Where are you, Reese? That elderly man beat you up." He went on, "Don't try to fake it, old dude. We know what happened." Garcia was alluding to Ismael Barroso, 40, whom Romero had won the World Boxing Association belt over months earlier in a more difficult than expected fight.
And offered me a way better deal. Al Heyman's the best in boxing, and hands down, all of us Al Heyman fighters are living great. Ain't one of us complaining about it.
King Rye also discussed how defeating Raleigh may position him to potentially schedule larger fights with Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney in the 140-pound class in the near future, even if the promotion build-up to a Garcia versus Romero battle alone would be pure entertainment. Raleigh Romero, a former super lightweight champion in the World Boxing Association, then reacted to Ryan Garcia's challenge for a title bout. Garcia defeated Oscar Duarte in a live fight on DAZN in Texas yesterday night.
Oh, him, I ain't gonna lie, he punches way harder. Like, when I mean way harder, I mean like every punch felt like a rock.
After losing to Gervonta Tank for the first time in his career, the 25-year-old American's comeback was a significant event. Garcia, who commented after the fight earlier in the year, challenged Romero to a bout with both combatants who might attract a lot of interest both inside and outside the ring. Romero became the belt at 140 pounds after defeating Ismael Barroso earlier in the year. Romero appeared to foresee what would happen if the two met in the ring on X, the platform that was formerly known as Twitter. "I see little trouble ahead," he wrote, referring to Raleigh by murder in the first.
It's like his family, like it's a bond. So I'm hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be.
The bout never took place. Instead, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney engaged in one of the most spectacular build-ups in history, while Raleigh Romero faced Isaac Cruz. Some were more sympathetic to Garcia's cause and expressed concern, while others thought it was all an act. Rolando Rye Romero, another super lightweight fighter, made a statement regarding Garcia's mental health. Romero was initially scheduled to face Garcia, but instead he decided to face Isaac Cruz. This led to a feud between the two, and the Victorville native set up a more significant bout with Devin Haney. Garcia's social media posts, however, raised questions about whether the altercation actually took place. However, Romero put aside his disagreements with Garcia to emphasize the gravity of Garcia's predicament during an interview with Fight Hype.
Everybody, you guys, Jesus was resurrected. I'll be back. I want to tell everybody Happy Easter and thank you for supporting me and following me.
Romero told Ron Goodall that Garcia needs the help of those around him because, given his mental state, what he's going through isn't a joke. Romero emphasized that you all must stop disparaging him in all of this because he is stating the truth. It is an appeal for assistance, he stated. The World Boxing Association champion Romero even implied that Garcia's assertions might be accurate, saying that everyone simply believes he is insane and that he may be sharing information that people were unaware of. Romero said the Victorville native doesn't need to fight when asked if he felt Garcia's fight would take place.
At the end of it, he at 140, I'm at 140, and I have the belt, you have to come get the belt, and that's a fight that everybody's been asking for forever, and all I know is that fight is the biggest fight in boxing right now, me and Ryan. More than anything,
Romero believes the child has money because King Rye's last battle was in December. Reiterating the value of individuals remaining close to Garcia, the child, acting as though he doesn't need a fight, lets the child sit down and simplify his life, before bringing him back to the ring. Romero stated that those who truly care about him must be near him, yet it seems to me that he lacks trustworthy people. Romero may have put aside his animosity toward Garcia in order to back him, but this super middleweight fighter is not like that.
Adversity, that I could get up, I could keep going, and like I said, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, that man got some men in his hands, like, I ain't gonna lie, every single time he landed something.
Caleb Plant posted a remark on X, previously Twitter, after Garcia's online tirade, and he doesn't agree with Garcia's unpredictable actions. In the end, Ryan Garcia prevailed, so it was all a fluke. In less than a month, Romero has now been announced as Garcia's third opponent. Garcia negotiated an exhibition fight with Japanese kickboxer Rukia Ambo, while he awaited his suspension to be lifted.
Take off your glasses. I'm gonna knock you out. It's over. You're done. You're goofy. God.